This is something everybody needs for an Easter basket. Hi friends, it's Mary from Aforementioned Thoughts, and I'm here today to show you how to make no mess Easter grass. Now I know I'm not alone here when I say that Easter grass, traditional, plastic, you get at the store, Easter grass has to be one of the most frustrating things that you will find. It sticks to your hands, it sticks to the basket, it sticks to the items in the basket, and I know that I constantly after Easter would find Easter grass in places I didn't even know that it could travel. So when my little girl was born, for her first Easter, I made her this crochet Easter basket. And when I was done, I was like, it just needs a little something. And then it came to me. I wanted to make yarn Easter grass. And as I was making the yarn Easter grass, I realized, gosh, this isn't just something that you need for a crochet Easter basket. This is something everybody needs for an Easter basket. First off, totally reusable. So you invest a tiny little bit in the yarn. I think I paid about $2.50 for my skein of yarn, and I should get more than enough for one, maybe even multiple sets of Easter grass. And also, it doesn't matter if they toss it around. What this Easter grass is made of are these itty bitty poofs of yarn. And so they're perfect, absolutely perfect for toddlers and even little babies who may be putting everything in their mouths at this time. There's the handle back so you guys can see. So when my little girl, the first year, she was kind of into it. She was 5 months old probably when Easter came around, but especially last year, she did exactly what I was hoping she would do when I made this. So she picked them up and she threw them around and she threw them around and she threw them around. And guess what? I didn't have any mess to clean up. All I had to do was just put it back in there and it was good to go. So I am absolutely loving this no mess Easter grass, and I think you will too. It's super simple to make. All you need are a few supplies that are really cheap and a little bit of time. So let me show you what you need. For this no mess Easter grass project, what you'll need is a skein of yarn. You can pick what color you'd like. I really love this lime green. I think it's like a fresh springtime color, but you could use any color that matches your kid's basket or a color that they love. You could even get variegated yarn or camo yarn or anything they would love. You can make it totally their own. You could even get multicolored yarn if you wanted to and do like some poofs in green, some poofs in blue. I personally like this green. If you have a Hobby Lobby near, I suggest I love this yarn. It is an inexpensive yarn. It's acrylic, so if your kid was to smear chocolate in their yarn, in their basket, or spill a drink or something, you could wash these. You could get a laundry bag and wash these. It's soft, so it's great for little ones to touch. And I just love the colors they have. They have bright, vibrant colors. This is regular $3.99, which isn't even bad for a bag of reusable Easter grass in my mind. But you can use a 40% coupon almost any time at Hobby Lobby, and if it isn't already on sale, you can get 40% off. That's how I got it for, I think it was like $2.50. You need a pair of scissors, and you also need something to wrap the poofs around. So an old gift card of any kind is a great way to do it. You can also use a box or other thing that you can wrap around, but a gift card tends to work pretty well. So that's all you need for this project. Okay, to get started, if you're not familiar with yarn, you need to find the center pull. And this is going to make your yarn pull evenly and is honestly one of the most difficult parts of this project. So if you stick your fingers in the end here, you'll kind of feel like a wad of yarn. Do you see what I'm pulling out here? And what you're going to try to do is figure out which end it comes from. And it looks like it's pulling from this end. I hope you guys can see this. So you kind of just get it out and you see how it's pulling from the middle? That means it's going to continue to pull rather than having to unwind and roll around the place. It's not a necessity, but it sure makes life a lot easier when working with yarn. Alright, now that you have your yarn end out and ready to go, you're going to pick up your card here and you're just going to hold it with your thumb and you're going to wrap it. You can wrap it this way or this way. I want longer poofs of grass that are kind of like the ones you'll see here. So I'm gonna wrap it this way. And you can kind of just go and judge how poofy you want it. They don't need to be all the same. I'm gonna wrap it about 20 times and then I'll see how it looks. Okay, that's still a little thin. I like big, full poofs, so I'm gonna go about 15 more. And maybe another 5. When you're done, what you're going to do is you're going to clip off a sizable string. So about the length of your arm or so. You're going to clip that there. And then you're going to take it under the bottom, one of the ends here. You're going to take it under. Take it under here. Wrap it around one good time, and you're going to want this good and tight to keep all the yarns together. This is very similar, if not the same, as making a pom-pom. So if you've done this before, very similar. You're going to push it down here to the bottom. And it's okay if it's not exact. And then you're going to pull it off, and I kind of still try to keep it around my hands. And then you just pull it tight. And I hold it like this, wrap it around several times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You see how it's nice and tight? Then I wrap it around my finger, and I push it through. Making a knot, and then I do it again. Just because I want these to be secure. Little ones are going to be playing with them, and yes, you're going to be supervising probably, but I just don't want a lot of yarn flying everywhere. That kind of defeats the whole purpose of these. So once I'm sure they're pretty secure, then I'm going to go through the middle of the top here, get as many as I can of the loops in here. Once you kind of go through them, you may not get them all, and that's okay. You can trim them later. And I try to make sure it's kind of even, and I cut. All right, and then I just go through and see if there's any loops I missed. I don't see any. And I'll trim my little tail on my wrapping string there so that it matches in with them. I don't see any I missed, actually. Oh wait, there's one. And you can trim these up if you want to. The great thing about grass is that it's messy and all of that, and you'll notice that these are a little more kinky because they were in the middle of the yarn, but as you go out, a lot of them will be straighter, so you can even trim that off if you want to. So if you don't feel like it's even enough, you can just trim it up a little, just like this, like trimming bangs or trimming hair, and shape them. I don't worry about it too much. It's Easter grass. It's a one-time-a-year use for something fun. But there's your first poof. And so you repeat about, I'm not even sure how many I have. I'll have to count. Let me count and see how many I have in my basket. All right, I have 15. I have 15 of these poofs in my basket. Now it depends on how big your poof is. It depends on how thick your yarn is, and it depends on how big your basket is. You saw my basket there. I would say that's on a small side for most of the Easter baskets that I see these days, but I would say about 15 to 20 is a good place to start with these. So there's your little Easter grass poofs. How easy was that? It's something totally easy that you can do while you are watching TV, listening to a podcast, watching YouTube videos, something like that, and then you have it, you only have to do this once, assuming that none get lost per kid or per basket. So also a great decoration, I think, if you had like a little Easter basket decorations out, this would also be a great option. If you give this a try, let me know. Send me a picture on social media with the hashtag handcraftedliving, and I'd love to see what your grass looks like. What is your favorite Easter craft that you've done? Let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to see more crafting videos like this, please be sure to subscribe. I'll have more videos like this in the future. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a blessed day. Bye-bye.